Happy New Year, Leos! Thank you for watching my video. I am giving away a free private reading. All you need to do is watch, subscribe, and comment. I will be picking a winner the first week of February 2023. So welcome to 2023, Leos. I'm going to be doing several different New Year readings. This is part one. And the way I'm going to do this reading is the way I do readings for friends and family, because I generally don't do private readings, but for my friends and family, when it's their birthday, I usually do a birthday reading. And this is going to be our new year reading. So there's going to be 12 cards laid out, one for each month. I'm going to pull some overarching energies, go into the message for each Leo for this coming year. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or cross-watching. And then I'll clarify, I'll pull some other cards if necessary, and we're just going to see how this reading goes. I'd like to do some charms as well. So Leos, thank you so much for watching. So remember to subscribe and comment for your chance to win a free reading. January, you have the Four of Pentacles, and we'll pull the cards first and then I'm going to go over them. February, the Fool, beautiful. March, Ten of Swords. April, the Sun. There you are, Leos. May, beautiful Wheel of Fortune. June, you have the Ace of Wands. July, we have the High Priestess. Try and see if I can get all this on the camera here. August, so this is for your birthday months here, July and August, Leos. You have the Three of Pentacles. September, the Hermit. October, Justice. Wow, the amount of major arcana cards you guys have here, this is going to be a big year for you. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? The Magician is in November. And then in December, you have the Six of Swords. Okay, so Leos, when I look at this year ahead for you, we'll start at the beginning with January. The Four of Pentacles is about you aligning your heart and your head and gaining control. It's also a card of control. It can be a card of money, control of money, because the Pentacles relate to your money, but it's also about gaining control of your circumstances, taking control of your life, Leos. When I see all these major arcana cards here, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So half of the cards are major arcana cards. And what that means, Leos, is that you're really, this is going to be a turning point year for you. This is going to be a year where things are going to change in a major way and in a positive way. How do I know it's positive? We don't have any negative cards here at all. We have the Fool and the Ace of Wands, new beginnings. We have the Magician, manifesting what you want. We have the Sun card. That's the card of Leo, but it's also a card of happiness and joy. So the Four of Pentacles, it looks like now the year may start a little bit slower for you in January. You might really just be catching your breath. You might be figuring out what it is you want to do. But it's an alignment of your heart and your head. It's being your authentic self, Leos. In January, I think you're going to, and you may have already been working towards something, and this is just really getting organized and putting this into fruition here. So it's like taking a thought and creating it, okay? Or starting to create your thoughts, writing things down, really figuring out what feels good to your heart and your head. What do you need to do to become in more control? This is more self-control. Now, we can't control others, and we certainly don't want others to control us. So if you're in a relationship, or if you have a relationship with someone, it does not have to be romantic, where you feel like they're very controlling. This might be a sign that you're going to get away from that. You're going to move away from that in January. And in February, it looks like you're going to be very successful because you have the Fool. And the Fool is the first card in the major arcana. And it is all about the beginning. The major arcana is the Fool's journey. It starts with the Fool. it ends with the world. And then there's all these little things that we go through as we're running through these cycles of our lives. And the Fool starts over again and again. And it's about really starting over this year. I feel like, Leos, you guys are going to really be ready to take some chances, to do some things differently. The Fool, the most important thing that I get when I see the Fool card is how little baggage the Fool carries. So traditionally, the Fool has a little dog and like a sack thrown over his shoulder with a stick, just like old-timey cartoons, right? Where you're running away from home. But it's not about running away. It's about leaving behind the things that you don't need. It's about leaving behind the baggage. Now, some of you may physically declutter. You may physically move to a new home. You may move to a space that feels more comfortable to you. If you've been in, I don't know who this is for, but I feel so strongly, if you've been in a place where you've just been tiptoeing around other people's things, like it's not your house, like maybe you've had to share an apartment or a home or something, and everything there is someone else's. This is about you just, you know what, having your own space, maybe moving physically out of that space, or maybe just doing something to create a comfortable space that's for you with your belongings. But it's very sparse, you know. It's about having what you need, and knowing that when you have what you need, it's all you need. You know, I'm trying to really express how I'm feeling about this with the Four of Pentacles and the aligning of the heart and head. You know, people say that's the miser of the tarot, but for you, Leos, and I know Leos love to be generous and extravagant, but I'm a Leo myself, but there's something to be said for paring things down and just having the things that you need or the things that you cherish, and not having a lot of other fluff. So I think that, Leos, you guys are just going to figure out what you don't need, and you're going to release that. And it may not be physical items, you know, maybe you love your home and you love all your knickknacks, which is great, but maybe you're getting rid of like relationships that are just pulling you down or wearing you out. Okay, so in March you have the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is like, it's not just like, oh, something's gonna end. It's a big ending, and it's dead, done, over with. And I feel like this Ten of Swords, because this reading is so positive, and because there's so many indications of you starting a new chapter and having something new happen, I think this is like it might take a minute, because you might be starting now. You may have started in the beginning of 2022, but you know, life takes time. Things don't happen overnight. But I feel like in January, you're really understanding what you need to do. In February, you're taking all those steps to do it. And by March, I think you might be looking back and seeing how far you've come. And you might say, wow, you know what? It wasn't easy, but I did it. And this is like releasing and letting go of the old life, old ways, old habits, people who bring you down. There can be some forgiveness that you're doing. And in forgiving, you're releasing. Just because you forgive someone does not mean you have to talk to them again. It doesn't mean you have to communicate anymore. It just means that you're ready to let them go. And this big Ten of Swords here in the month of March, I think that by March, Leos, you're going to be like, I've let things go. I feel light again. I feel renewed again. Come April, there's the Sun card. The Sun does represent Leos, so that's you coming out in your own power. But it's peace, it's joy, it's happiness, it's excitement. It can be traveling, so some of you may be traveling with the Sun card. It can also relate to children. Some of you might be giving birth in the month of April here, or getting pregnant in the month of April, just so you know, if that's something you want. The Sun card is also just about joy. You know, it traditionally shows a baby, you know, just riding around on a horse, having a ball, right? Having a blast. So I think that, you know, you're going to feel much lighter, and that's going to really start in February with the Fool. It's this lightness. Look at her. She's just arms wide, happy as can be. The breeze is blowing. She has her little fox there, and really she has all she needs, and she's happy to let go and move on. And there's the Sun card that's indicating by April you're really enjoying yourself, really having a blast. In May, you've got the fantastic Wheel of Fortune. So if there's been some things that you've been working towards in your career with money, this is things moving and turning in your favor. This is always things moving and turning in your favor. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's never the Wheel of Misfortune. It's always things are progressing. They're moving along. There's abundance coming in. Things are going your way. It's, the roulette wheel that always stops on your number. It is just feeling like things are falling into place for you, Leos. So that's your May. Come June, look at this. Everything has fallen into place, and you've got a new beginning. The Ace of Wands. The wands relate to fire signs, which of course you are. Aces are always a new opportunity. And with that Fool card, I feel like you guys, if you've been pursuing anything new, this could be the month in June that you're closing on your new house that you've been working towards buying, or that you're getting that raise or promotion, or opening your business, or getting that giant client. This is like a spark. This is you taking your passion, pursuing it, and having it work. So by June, you're going to have new opportunities come in, but they're going to be exciting. And it's something that you're passionate about. It can relate to meeting someone and having an exciting love relationship. For those of you who are single, who are looking for love, it can also be leveling up in your romantic relationship. Maybe you're getting married in June. Maybe you're going to get engaged in June. You're going to make a commitment to your partner to move in together, something like that. So for July, you guys have the High Priestess. And obviously your birthday is July, August. So I always look at the birthday as like your new solar year. And that High Priestess says that you're going to be really attuned to what it is you want and you need. You're really going to be really set to manifest. For those of you that are intuitive, if you've always wanted to start reading tarot cards or pursuing something to do with your intuition, this could be you actually taking steps towards doing that. Or you could just be with this new opportunity. You could have choices. It's following your intuition, following your gut, knowing that what you know is coming to fruition. And also with this card, I see, because of, obviously I'm a tarot reader, but my whole life I have seen my future way in advance. So I always tell people I'm really not good with timing, but I'm getting much better at it. But because I see things in my life, I see myself in a place in my life that is completely unrelated to where I am. And then years later, well, there I am. I already knew this was coming. And the High Priestess could be, this is you finally realizing where you knew you were going to be, where you always knew you were going to be, you're there now. Okay? So that's a beautiful omen. But it's also about paying attention to signs, synchronicities, your dreams. You might be divinely guided that month. You may feel like you have a very close connection to a passed on loved one in the month of July. But there's something there that's kind of otherworldly in July. And I think you're going to be feeling lighter. Lighter is the word I'm getting here. If things have been heavy, Leo, I think they're about to lighten up. And then in the month of August, birthday month for most of you, the Three of Pentacles. And it's about building a firm, solid foundation for the future. And it can relate to your money and your job. It can relate to relationships. It can relate to your relationship with yourself. It can be you really, really getting a firm foundation and footing. If you feel like you've been on a slippery slope, Leos, this year coming indicates that things are going to start really, really moving in your favor. You're going to be getting the opportunities. You're going to be getting the promotions. You're going to be meeting those people that you need, because the Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, usually relates to other people helping you in some way. Now, these could be passed on loved ones. Your angels, your guides are helping you. You have the High Priestess there, but it could be just you and two business partners are just getting at it and you're building your business. But it's a firm foundation that is going to stand. So when you see the Three of Pentacles, it's a good omen that things are going to be steady and secure for not just now, but also in the future. So in September, interestingly, you guys have the Hermit card. The Hermit card does relate to Virgo. Virgo's birthdays are in September mostly, end of August to most of September. So this may relate to a Virgo. I will say that the Hermit card is also, though, a feeling of wisdom. You know what? You've come real far. That's your inner light that you're shining, and you're able to shine it for other people to see. You're going to be a guider. The Hermit, some of you may be teaching or becoming a mentor to someone or writing a book, something that you're teaching others, because the Hermit takes all of the wisdom and now can see things more clearly. And with the High Priestess coming in, that could be these epiphany moments. It could be realizations. It could be psychic visions. And you're putting them in place in August and in September. You're really shining your inner light, and you're helping to actually guide other people. I feel like, Leo, some of you have learned big lessons in your lifetime, and you're going to be sharing those lessons with others. You're going to be a beacon of light to others. You're going to be encouraging to others, because people are going to see, hey, they went through it and look how far they came. And you're going to be able to be proud of yourself, Leos, for how far you've come and all the things that are working in your favor. I almost feel like people are going to think you're just lucky. Okay, Leos, I know you're not lucky. I know that you worked hard for anything that's going on in your life to get that way. Leos are not slackers, right? We all have determination, and Leos aren't the only sign that work hard, but it's just Leos generally put their best foot forward. They take initiative, but we're all people, right? So sometimes we get bogged down. Sometimes we get bogged down in our own feelings and bad habits. And I feel like you're releasing all that. I'm just looking again at this Ten of Swords. You have in March a big ending. And I think, like I said, this is an ending of old ways. Things are changing. I mean, you've got the Fool, the Ten of Swords, the Sun, the Wheel. Things are changing and moving for you. I can't tell you enough how positive 2023 looks for you, Leos. So in October, interestingly, you got the Justice card. This is the card of Libra, and Libra's birthdays are in October. So a Libra may figure here in October. But it's also the Justice card, importantly, is a card of balance. And if you've been feeling out of balance, when I see here the Three of Pentacles in the month of August, setting up your secure future, the Justice card says your work is paying off, okay? The things that you've been working towards are coming to fruition. If those of you who are waiting for some sort of a legal settlement, it's about an indication that things could be going in your favor. You might be signing cards, contracts. Some of you are going to get divorced, and I think that maybe a big part of this change is that you finally decided to leave a relationship or a marriage, and you're moving on, and you're going to have, this is you finalizing the legal side of that, the legal contracts. The Justice card can relate to a lawyer or a judge. So, but see all these butterflies? That's transformation. That's things, you're growing from this experience. You're flying away from the things that aren't working. You've learned with that Hermit card. So November, here you go, the beautiful Magician. And the Magician comes right after the Fool. They're numbered cards, right? So we've got 0 and then 1. But you know what? It takes time. Like I said, things don't happen overnight. You didn't get the Fool in February, the Magician in March. You got the Fool in February. You got the Magician in November. Know that this is a year of growth and change. It's a year of you deciding and figuring out where you need to go. And the Magician has all all the tools to put them into place. This is like on The Wizard of Oz when Glenda says, you know, you've had it inside of you all along. You know, you have the tools that you need to manifest what you want. You may need to wait. It might take you longer than you want. Opportunities could come in and you're just, you know, there may even be opportunities that you have to pass up because it's just not the right time. Don't worry, those opportunities will come back. If something is meant for you, it will come back to you. And the Magician card is you realizing and manifesting, getting ready for next year, right? 2024 is going to be unbelievable because you've done all this work and you've set this up. And I love the card of December, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a full transition. It is, to me, a card of peace. She's riding a swan. Swans are a symbol of peace. And it's moving away from anything in the beginning of the year that was giving you any heartache, heartbreak, upset. Everything's going to get taken care of. And I believe you're going to feel peaceful in December. You're going to feel grateful for where you are. You may have had help along the way, and it could have been mentors or people who were guiding you, but ultimately you did it, Leos. You have moved into a new peaceful time in 2023. So you guys have a phenomenal reading. I just want to pull a couple overarching energies, see if we can get just a little bit deeper into this message. I know this is a longer video, but I'm going to timestamp the months below so you can refer back. So we've got connect to source. Yeah, go within to discover what needs to be done and create the shift to attract what you want. Attracting what you want is that manifestation card there in November. This is connecting to source. This is finding your inner light. You know, that hermit, you know, is very wise. Paying attention to your intuition with that high priestess, knowing that there's something more than what we have right here. So make sure that you're meditating, you're praying, walking in nature, whatever you need to do. Some of you, you know, you might like to have rituals or, you know, spell casting, whatever it is, make sure that you're doing that this year. So let's see, we'll have another overarching energy for Leos. Beautiful. Opportunity. I really do. You have the Ace of Wands there. You've got the Fool. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Opportunities are coming in. I'm going to pull an angel, Archangel card. Oh my goodness. Leos, 10 of Cups. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members and a happily ever after. The 10 of Cups is really that pot of gold after the storm. That's the rainbow coming in. Leo, you guys have this fantastic omen for a wonderful year next year. Make it happen. Make it happen. Work through your feelings, Leo. Yeah, things aren't going to always be easy. I don't ever want to give the impression that you're going to have a breeze of a year. You've got a big ending coming in. There's going to be things you're going to have to do to make these things happen. Work through your feelings. Talk things out. See a counselor if you need. You know, see you know, try and make sure that you're honoring yourself, okay? And notice those opportunities. Go within. Go with your gut, okay? So I pulled just 2 charms here. We have the Elephant charm. This is a charm of being strong, steady, and secure. The elephant is also, it's a family charm because elephants and their families are very, very close. So you may be expanding your family. As I said, some of you may be having a baby or there may be a child coming into your life somehow this year. And that elephant is strong, steady, and secure. That's a wonderful omen. And the other charm I pulled for you is the peace sign. And that 6 of Swords is peace coming in. You're going to get an opportunity for peace. Love and blessings fill your life, okay? The 10 of Cups. You guys, Leos, this is a fantastic year coming up for you. I'm so excited. Thank you for watching. I'm going to do a couple more 2023 videos, a couple more parts to this. This is just part 1. And they're going to be much shorter But I wanted to start out with this one to give you, you know, just the whole year outlook for all my Leos. Thank you for watching, subscribing. Remember, subscribe and comment if you'd like a chance to win a free reading with me. And as always, I just appreciate everybody taking the time to watch so we can have this energy exchange. I really enjoy and love doing these videos. Thank you for your time, and have a happy, happy new year.